What if I told you the single biggest secret to skyrocketing your career, launching that dream business, or finally achieving that impossible goal, wasn't found in your closest friends, your family, or even your mentors? What if I told you the people who could truly transform your trajectory, the ones holding the keys to your next massive opportunity, are often complete strangers? Sounds crazy, right? For years, I believed the opposite. I poured all my energy into cultivating my inner circle, thinking they were my ultimate support system. And while they are incredible, I hit a wall. I felt stuck. Until I stumbled upon a revolutionary idea, backed by decades of research, that completely flipped my understanding of networking and opportunity on its head. And it's an idea that will empower you to achieve success faster than you ever thought possible. Welcome back to Mind Command. Future Empire Builders. Today, we're diving deep into a concept so powerful, so counterintuitive, yet so profoundly effective, it will change how you approach every professional interaction. We're talking about the strength of weak ties, and how embracing connections with strangers, or more accurately, less familiar acquaintances, is your secret weapon for accelerated success. By the end of this video, you'll understand why these seemingly superficial connections are actually your most valuable assets, how to cultivate them strategically, and why they often open doors your closest network simply can't. Get ready to unlock a superpower you never knew you had. Let's start with the revolutionary mind who cracked this code, Mark Granovetter, a brilliant American sociologist. Back in 1973, Granovetter published a groundbreaking paper titled The Strength of Weak Ties. And it completely changed the game for understanding how opportunities flow through social networks. Before Granovetter, the common wisdom was, your strong ties, your best friends, your family, your inner circle, these are the people who help you. And while they do help, Granovetter argued that for novel information, new opportunities, and critical breakthroughs, it's actually your weak ties that hold the most power. Think about it, your strong ties usually move in the same circles as you. You likely share hobbies, information, and even job boards. They're valuable for emotional support and confirmation, but when it comes to new information, a job opening you never knew about, an investor looking for exactly your kind of startup, a surprising collaboration opportunity, your strong ties are often redundant. They already know what you know. Your weak ties, on the other hand, are the bridges to entirely different worlds. They connect you to networks you don't typically access. They're acquaintances from a previous job, someone you met briefly at a conference, a distant college classmate, even someone you follow on social media who occasionally interacts with you. These people know different people, have different information, and are exposed to different opportunities than your immediate circle. This is why they can fast-track your success. So, let's break down why these seemingly distant connections are so incredibly powerful for your career and business. First, it's about access to novel information. As we just touched on, this is paramount. Your strong ties are great for shared experiences, but for new leads, job openings, market insights, potential clients, weak ties are goldmines. They introduce you to genuinely fresh perspectives and resources that your inner circle simply won't have. Imagine a weak tie mentioning, "Oh, I just heard about a company hiring for exactly your skill set." Information that hasn't even hit the public yet. Second, they excel at bridging social gaps. Weak ties are the glue that connects disparate social networks. They bridge the gap between your world and other worlds. This is crucial for innovation, finding diverse talent, or breaking into new markets. If you're looking for a co-founder with a complementary skill set, a weak tie might introduce you to someone in a completely different industry. Third, there's less obligation, more opportunity. Strangely, there's often less pressure and emotional baggage with a weak tie. When you ask a close friend for a massive favor, there's a perceived expectation of intense reciprocation. With a weak tie, the exchange can be lighter, more casual, and purely transactional, a quick introduction, a piece of advice. This makes people more willing to offer small, impactful bits of help without feeling overly burdened. Finally, consider the domino effect. A single weak tie can lead to another weak tie, and then another, quickly expanding your network exponentially. One introduction from an acquaintance can suddenly open up a whole new circle of potential collaborators, clients, or mentors you never knew existed. It's the ultimate network multiplier. Now, this isn't just theory. Recent, massive-scale research has validated Granovetter's insights in the digital age. A groundbreaking study conducted by researchers from MIT, Stanford, and Harvard, in collaboration with LinkedIn, analyzed hundreds of millions of job applications and connections. Their findings? They directly supported the strength of weak ties theory. The study concluded that moderately weak ties were the most effective in helping people find and secure new jobs, especially in information-rich industries. Strong ties, while important for other things, were less effective for job mobility. This wasn't anecdotal, this was based on mountains of real-world data. It means the person who gets you that life-changing opportunity might be someone you met once at a virtual event, not your college roommate. But why would a stranger go out of their way to help you? This brings us to a couple of other crucial psychological principles that underpin why this works. First, the principle of reciprocity, championed by social psychologist Robert Cialdini in his seminal work Influence, The Psychology of Persuasion. Simply put, people feel obligated to return a favor. If someone, even a stranger, gives you something of value, an introduction, a piece of advice, a lead, you feel a natural urge to give back. This works both ways. When you offer value to a stranger, even a small gesture of help or a kind word, you trigger this principle. You're planting a seed for future assistance. They might not help you back directly, but they might help someone else, or you might find unexpected opportunities arise because of your generosity. It's the pay it forward mentality in action. Second, there's altruism and social capital. The concept of altruism, selfless concern for others, also plays a role. While true, pure altruism is debated, many people derive satisfaction from helping others. Beyond that, helping strangers often builds social capital. When you're known as someone who helps, who connects people, who offers value, your reputation grows. People are more likely to want to associate with you, to introduce you to their network, and to open doors for you. It's an investment in your personal and professional brand, often without a direct, immediate expectation of return. It creates a positive feedback loop that attracts opportunity. Okay, so we understand why weak ties are so powerful. Now, the million-dollar question: how do you cultivate them effectively? This isn't about being transactional, it's about being genuinely curious and helpful. First, be present in diverse spaces. Don't just stick to your usual haunts. Attend industry conferences, even virtual ones, join professional online communities, participate in LinkedIn groups, attend local meetups, volunteer for causes outside your immediate circle. The more diverse your presence, the more opportunities for weak ties. Second, leverage LinkedIn and other professional platforms. This is your digital weak tie goldmine. Connect thoughtfully, don't just hit connect. Send a personalized note: enjoyed your recent post on X, thought-provoking, or met you briefly at event, would love to stay connected. Engage genuinely, comment on people's posts, share valuable articles, congratulate them on achievements. Don't just lurk. Use LinkedIn's features, explore people you may know, alumni, and industry groups. Third, utilize the power of the informational interview. This is huge. Instead of asking for a job, ask for information. Reach out to someone you admire, a weak tie, and say, "I'm fascinated by your work and would love 15 minutes to learn about your career path/insights." People are often flattered to share their knowledge. This builds rapport without pressure, and often leads to unexpected opportunities or introductions. Fourth, be a giver, not just a taker. Remember reciprocity. Always look for ways to offer value first. Share a relevant article, make an introduction between two people who could benefit from knowing each other, offer a compliment, or provide a helpful tip. The more you give without expectation, the more good karma, and real opportunities will flow back to you. Finally, follow up thoughtfully. A quick, personalized follow-up email after a brief interaction is incredibly powerful. It was great chatting with you about topic at event. This cements the connection and keeps you top of mind. As powerful as this strategy is, there are common missteps that can derail your efforts. Avoid these. Don't be overly transactional. Don't approach weak ties solely with your hand out. Nobody likes feeling like a target. Build genuine relationships, even if brief. Your goal isn't to get something immediately, it's to expand your network and offer value. Don't ignore the weak aspect. You don't need to turn every weak tie into a best friend. Their power lies in their breadth, not necessarily their depth. Don't waste energy trying to deepen every single connection, focus on the sheer volume of diverse connections. Be sure to avoid a lack of follow-up. Meeting someone new is only half the battle. A lack of thoughtful follow-up means the connection fades. Even a quick LinkedIn message or email can make all the difference. Another mistake is not diversifying your network. If all your weak ties are in the exact same industry or background as you, you're missing the point. Actively seek out connections in different fields, age groups, and geographies. That's where the truly novel opportunities reside. And finally, don't neglect your strong ties. While today's focus is on weak ties, remember your strong ties are still essential for emotional support, deep trust, and long-term collaboration. It's about building a balanced network. You see this principle in action everywhere. Think about the entrepreneur who met a casual acquaintance at a coffee shop, and that acquaintance connected them to their future lead investor. Or the job seeker who got their dream position because an old college acquaintance shared a job posting they saw on an obscure industry forum. Or the artist who was introduced to a gallery owner by someone they briefly collaborated with on a charity project. These aren't fairy tales, they're the direct result of the strength of weak ties at play. These strangers provided the unexpected bridge to the next level. Your next big breakthrough might not come from your inner circle, but from someone you barely know, who happens to hold a crucial piece of information or connection in their unique network. So, what's your takeaway? Stop underestimating the power of your broader network. Start seeing every casual acquaintance, every new connection, every person slightly outside your immediate bubble as a potential catalyst for your success. Your homework for today. Identify 3 weak ties you haven't engaged with recently. Send them a quick, genuine message. Find one new diverse community, online or in person, to join this week. Offer value to a stranger today, without expectation of return. Share a relevant article, make an introduction. Embrace the unexpected. Because the strangers who build empires aren't just in history books, they're everywhere around you, and you have the power to connect with them. If this video resonated with you, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into accelerating your success. What's your experience with weak ties? Have strangers ever helped you achieve something significant? Let me know in the comments below, I read every single one. Thank you for watching, and remember, your next big opportunity is often just a weak tie away. Go out there and connect.